Imagine not having access to basic amenities. That's what's happening in Njobilbo, a community in the northern part of Ghana. Let's take this report.
Visiting these communities, one might question whether they are truly part of Ghana, given the glaring lack of development. The community has been left behind with no significant improvements. Access roads are in dire condition, with sections submerged in water and riddled with potholes, making travel difficult. In Njobilbo, basic amenities such as clean water, electricity, and adequate school facilities are scarce. Frustrated residents feel forgotten by their leaders and have decided not to vote unless they see a commitment to bringing development. ChannelOne had to navigate poor routes to reach Njobilbo. The two primary routes from Takali through Nahayili and from Zabzugu are both in terrible shape. Despite its challenges, the community is home to nearly 2,000 voters. The area's Member of Parliament, Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways, Thomas Mbomba, has yet to address these issues. A community elder and other residents shared their concerns with ChannelOne, stating they will not vote in December unless politicians promise to improve their conditions.
Yani light, yani nsuo, yani nsuo wɔ ha, nti yɛagye mmɔ wɔ ha paa. Ana kwan, yɛnni bi. Sɛ ɛduru nsutɔberɛ a, yɛntumi nkɔ nekanika. Sɛ obi bɛyare a, yɛne dɔkta wɔ ha, yɛntumi mfa no nkɔ dɔkta, nti yɛyɛ ka. Nso yɛtɔ abaa so, efi bi a yɛtɔ abaa, yɛso yɛne ne hi a yɛtɔ abaa no, yɛto no kwa. Hwee yɛnyɛ bi. Yɛama yɛbrɛ wɔ ha paa.
Our community is threatening not to vote this time around because we've been voting, but looking at how other places are developing, it's like we are left out. But my appeal to the community is they should let us take part in decision making, because whether we vote or we don't vote, the winner will still win and the loser will still lose. So I think that it is good to take part in decision making. But what I want politicians to remember is that the late President Mills, Professor Mills, once said, every vote matters. So if every vote matters, and a community of a population of 1,251 voters does not matter, then I want the politicians to think about it.
The community's primary and junior high schools are in disrepair. The junior high has no secure structure. Its roof is nearly destroyed, causing classes to end whenever the weather changes. Only 2 teachers handle the junior high school. The headmaster shared this struggle with ChannelOne News.
When there are only 2 teachers handling the school, from Form 1 to Form 3. And I look at the subjects comprised, 10 subjects teaching by a teacher, 10 subjects teaching by a teacher. And we don't have a furniture, we don't have a sitting place, we don't have a classroom, nothing. We are only managing. And we are appealing to government and the politicians to help us to get the structure and textbooks for the learning, and then the what teaching should go on successfully.
The primary school faces similar challenges, with students often sitting on the bare floor due to lack of furniture. The assistant head teacher also spoke out about these issues.
Even the teacher's furniture, we don't have even single one. And pupils' furniture, you can see it. This is about 3 classes furniture. Because you have come, we have to assemble the classes, the furniture to this class so that all the children can get place to sit. But the moment we leave, you leave. We separate the class again. We divide the furniture to them. And a child, about 3 children will take one furniture, which cannot improve learning.
Due to the school's poor condition, teachers frequently refuse postings to the area. In 2022, during the school's 25th anniversary, ChannelOne reported on the situation, and both the MP and District Chief Executive promised improvements. However, nearly 2 years later, these promises remained unfulfilled. Currently at Njobilbo EP Primary School, and the school is in a terrible state. There are no furniture in the school. The classrooms are in a very bad state. Students here or teaching and learning comes to an end anytime the sun is scorching or anytime the weather changes. Students are on the bare floor learning, and community members are making a passionate appeal for the authority to come to their aid. From Njobilbo EP Primary, Mohammed Aminu M. Alabira for ChannelOne News.
It's funny. I need Alabira's glasses in the report.
Yeah,
It will look good on
we'll
me.
tell him to bring it.
Yeah, he has to bring it.
It's round like Adodi, the man you greeted.
It's interesting, but
Yeah.
for me, the report looks very serious because
Imagine not having access to your phone or lights or water.
I can do it. People disagree, but I can do
I
with it.
don't think you.
And
Jude, are you sure
yeah,
you can live without X?
Why? Why? Do they pay me? What do they do for me that I can't live without
But
them?
I mean, social media has become, people are attached to their phones, to social media.
It's a
Or
mindset.
is it because you feel like, I feel like because I've been exposed to it, maybe if you've not been exposed to it,
It's a mindset.
then yes. But now my mindset has adjusted to electricity, water, certain things
More like your behavior, your behavioral pattern.
Exactly.
But the point is that if I'm not expected to do any work, right, or I'm not, bar work and maybe some other engagements. Oh yeah.
You can live without it.
Yeah. Simple. It's self-discipline.
I'm looking at you.
Well, we grew up with our phones. Were we not surviving?
Yeah, but times have changed.
True. So that's what I'm saying. If you don't have to work or you don't have any pressing thing, you should be able to survive. But for me, I'm more concerned about the students and the pupils in Njobilbo and the northern region. I'm watching the circumstances under which they are steady state of their roads. Some of them will have to walk so many kilometers. I was talking to you about the Africa Education Watch report on education in parts of the country, where some students and pupils have to walk so many kilometers
just to go to
the next step. And by the time they reach the school,
they're tired.
Yeah, they are not in the right frame
tired.
of mind. So, and you listen to the chief or the elderly person Alabira spoke to in the report, then he's like, we keep voting for the same party year on year, but we don't see the way they count for our votes, the urgency with which they count for our votes. We don't see that same urgency in trying to fix our problems.
Right.
Wow. Alabira is on the line. Maybe you can throw a lot more insights into it. But Alabira, good morning and welcome to Sunday Breakfast.
Good morning, my boss.
How are you doing?
By His grace, I am doing very well. Alhamdulillah.
Wow. I was telling Elo that I liked your glasses, the sun, your shades you were wearing in your report. When next they are coming to Accra, you have to bring it to me.
Thank you.
You have to bring me one. Look for some and bring to me.
I hear. But it's with you in Accra. The president uses that.
I'm not sure about that. Wow, but Alavera, you know, this report from Njobilbo, right? I was talking to Eno about it just before you joined the
Yes,
Zoom.
please.
And for me, it looks very distressing. The state of the classroom blocks I've seen in the report, the state of roads in the report. What else is in a very deplorable state in the community?
Thank you so much. My greetings to our cherished listeners or viewers. Yes, what is getting to the community? It was very troubling for me. You know, it was during the rainy season and no access roads to the place. The community has two major roads linking to the community. From Zabzugu, you can go to the community through the Naayili road, and from Naayili, which is from Tatali, you can also go to that community. And I used both roads on the day, and it was terrible for me. Again, the community itself it has no electricity. When I went there, there was no electricity for them. So the people, but one interesting thing is that the community is just about, it's less than 5 kilometers to Naayili, and Naayili is a community where the MP is coming from. The MP is from that community called Naayili, and interestingly, he has made access roads. Remember, he is the deputy roads minister. So to his community, there is no problem. Both from Naayili to Tatali, which is the district capital, the road is good. Naayili to Zabzugu, the road is good. But from Naayili to Njobilbo, it's less than 5 kilometers, and the road is terrible. Both ends, from Zabzugu to the community and from Naayili to the community. So it was a terrible thing. And the residents told me that they vote every year for their party, particularly the MPP party, but they don't see any development. And they vow that this year they are not going to accept any politician, or they are not going to take part in the elections again.
What's
their challenges?
What's the major economic Yes, I was asking a question. I was saying that what's the major economic activity in the area? If you can shed light on it for us. Okay, and what exactly what exactly do they farm? What are the produce they
Yes, mainly they are yam farmers.
Okay.
And you know, here yam is the major crop here. Yes, and cassava, granules, and other things, they are just supplementary farmers. Any farmer who you see farming granite or maize, he has a yam farm. So yam, granite, maize, and things, they are just supplementary. But the major activity is yam farming here.
What about healthcare? Do they have access to a hospital or a CHIPS compound? He said,
no. In the community, no. The nearest CHIPS compound they have is either Zabzugu or Naayili, or through to Sababa to Cherpuni, what the name Tatali itself.
So if at night something happens, they have to go that far to either Zabzugu or Naayili before they can access healthcare? How are they surviving when you spoke to them?
Yes, please.
How are they surviving without these basic amenities or basic access to healthcare? Alabira, can you hear me?
Yes, there's some, like with the nature of it is a challenging issue for them, because especially for pregnant women or any emergency issue in the community, if it happens in the night, there is trouble. And the major means of transport for them in the community is this practical called the motorcades or something. Because of the nature of the road, cars are not able to go there. So seriously, the Njobilbo community is a very deplorable community in the Tatali district.
Wow. So before you go, what has the MP for the area been saying? What are his reasons for his lack of action, or let me say advocacy, into getting some
Yes,
development in the area?
thank you so much. Yesterday, I was in Tatali district for a program yesterday, and it happened that the MP came as if I knew that today we were going to discuss this thing. I asked him about it. The MP declined speaking to me. He said he is not going to talk anything. During the celebration of the school's 25th anniversary, I was there again for the program. The MP came, and then the district assembly, they came and made pledges to the community that they were going to work on the school building there. And the MP actually promised the community that he was going to give them 600 CDs as part of the celebration. But I had information that till now, that 600 CDs has not been given to them.
Wow. How about
when
the
the MP told, well, that is it. He has still not given them anything.
what about the assembly over there? I want to believe it's a district assembly. What have they been saying to you, right? What do they do when they go to work? Like what do they do on a normal day?
On a normal day, as you know, many of these assemblies here actually, but it's not easy for them. If you are closer to them, you will actually know the pace at which they are. Many of them, it's not easy for them. So yesterday, at the program that I was at Tatali, the DTE too was there, and I have actually approved them for comments on these things. But seriously, they declined to speak to me yesterday.
All right, Alabira, hold the line for us. We have Noah Nabeja. Okay, apparently we've lost him on the line. But yes, Aminu, go ahead. It seems Aminu too has frozen.
Hello, I mean, are you on the line?
Yes, I can now hear you, please.
Okay.
It was frozen.
I wanted to find out from you it's only 6 days to the election. What has been the level of political activity in the area? Do you see campaign go on? Do you see the member of parliament come there and the NDC as well?
Yes,
Do you see
please,
them
if you
coming
can
to
hear me, the line is breaking. But yes, saying that, yes, yesterday at Tatali, I actually interacted with some of the voters there, and actually they have only two candidates for the parliamentary primary. That is the incumbent MP, and then that of the NDC. The rest, there is no one there again. So, and my interaction with the community members is that yes, what they said was that actually they are voting for change. That was what it was a mixed reaction. Sorry, let me say it there. It was a mixed reaction because many of them say the posts that were made to them prior to the last elections, when they voted for them, they have not seen it. But others also think that yes, the MP and the government have done enough. One major thing is the Yendi Tatale rule. Before 2020, it was hell going to Tatale. But now the road is being worked on from Yendi to Tatale.
All right. Joining us over the phone is Noah Nabeja. He's a community member and secretary to the community head. Thanks for joining us, Noah. Your community lacks basic amenities for how long? Now, how is this affecting your community members?
Thank you very much. There's a lot to see. Anyway, one entity won this from 2016 up to this. They have done a lot. By looking at things, we have seen that happening in general. We have employment, we have education. So some of us, self-employed during the free education, what do you call it? Late 2018 recruitment. 2 people were employed in the community. Now, if you are going to talk about the progress in Njobilbo, then people look at people benefiting from free education, people benefiting from employment, and they claim our community is benefiting. And if you look at the area, even Ghana, there is no community with, let's say, voters of over 1,005 without electricity. There is no community with voters of over 1,005 without these tools. The current MPP flag bearer has been reporting every day. Rollers have been brought to every district to construct roads. Even farms, where they can bring produce from farm to market, nearby market. When it is raining, or during the rainy season, we can do any nearby market. And lack of electricity, due to lack of electricity. Now, we will feel bad, or maybe will not like to be in certain communities. And Njobilbo is one of those communities. You post a teacher, you don't like to stay in the community. As many a teacher is saying, that will coming to school. There is natural obstacle like rain and others. The person cannot come to school. So if you look at the level of which our community is going back, it's too much. If I want to say reality today, say you are doing politics. But that's the reality. We are suffering.
Talking about politics, let me borrow Jude's question here. We have like 6 days to the election. Noah, you're a community leader. I'm sure you've interacted or interact daily with your community members. What are they saying? Are they partaking in this election, seeing that you have voted every election and there has been no progress or no progress to development within your community?
For now, what they are saying is, they are not saying it's bad because when electricity extension was going on, road was going on, there was a rumor that our community is not going to benefit. So our leaders and elders had a delegation and they went to meet with MP. And he promised us that before election, we'll have electricity, we'll have road network. And he claimed, or he said that there are some people, that is representative from the opposition party, some NDC people. But we said fine. This rumor has been going on since 2020, let's say, before last year's 2020. And it's over 4 years now. These same people who said you will not do and it is not being done. They are still the same people who are still saying that we will not get electricity, we will not get road network. So why are we? Because last year they said that's why.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Noah Nabeja is a community leader and secretary to the community head. We hope that development comes to the area soon. Earlier, you heard us speak to our Northern Regional Correspondent, Mohammed M. Aminu Alabira, on lack of amenities in Njobilbo, a community in the northern part of Ghana. And apparently, they're expected to vote on the 7th of December 2024. Well, that's that segment for you. We'll be back shortly after this break. Don't go away.